Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here, and going into a Friday. Tomorrow we have the jobs report. It'll be the first significant jobs report we've had since the worst of the coronavirus has hit. So it could mean some volatility tomorrow. I want to get on here just talk about a couple different things. The setups today were amazing. Going back and just taking a look at what you're looking here is the S&P futures chart, the E-mini contract. And even though we're trading a lot of the MES, you're going to have the same patterns, same setups and stuff. We had tremendous 5-minute divergences right in this level. It was a perfect wedge pattern. It was also on a resistance level. It was really interesting trades today. Good sell-side divergences, good 5-minute setups, and overall, market ended up pretty good. After hours is going on right now. It's a little after probably 7 o'clock. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. And you can see the market's opened up here. We moved a little higher. We're up about 4 points. And I just want to go out there on two things. First, tomorrow's action. I'm going on the limb and saying we're going to have a down day tomorrow after the jobs report. Even though the jobs report is already probably factored in here, I'm playing a little, trying to outsmart my own thought process here. Because a lot of people already know that this is probably priced in, and anything coming out of this is probably just none. But we're still up here, and just thinking that this is priced in, maybe that's where we're going to get trapped, is watching it pull back and it's not priced in. So I'm just, again, cautious to the downside. I think we have a shot to the downside tomorrow. We had some earnings out tonight, and Bowen actually looking pretty good for tomorrow either way. Watch that 130 level. The NET did not perform, did not pop. It actually came out, beat earnings, but it was just probably too much, too fast. It's pulled back. I actually picked up a little here in the 27 range after hours going into tomorrow. So I'm curious to see how that works out. It's down about 26.25 right now. And then the Roku, that also got hit pretty bad. And that's trading off at the lows of the session right now as we get closer to the stop and stock trading here. And the DBX is one of the ones that's been holding up pretty good. And I do believe we actually had Uber perform pretty good and holding gains right now. So those are some of the ones we're going to watch tomorrow. The NET, I have a feeling that actually get a nice rally tomorrow. So I'm watching this closer. The Roku, I think that's we're going to hope for a little bounce. I had 30 shares going into this. I still do. I was looking for that little pop to 145. We got up to 140 and then reversed. The again, market here, watching the overnight market, watch the setups. Though the one thing I want to forget or not forget, I want to show you this fast. I'm going to be doing a webinar on Monday. This upcoming Monday, I'm going to be doing a webinar for the money show, the Traders Expo. And that's going to be a virtual money show. It's going to be Monday the 11th between 3:20 and 3:50. So let me give you the information on that. Virtual money show, virtual event, May 11th. And I'm putting out the link here. The link, if you go to, how do I get the link out to you? I sent it out on my Twitter. I put it on the Facebook feed, the Day Trading Radio Facebook feed. It's gone out to a lot of people. I'll put the link in the video the video comments on the bottom there, the description. I'll put the link down there. Again, that's going to be 3:20 to 3:50. I'm going to be talking about my 3 favorite trade setups. Now, this is going to be great for newer traders, especially if you're new to Day Trading Radio. We have a lot of new listeners over the last couple months, and this is a good place to actually get a good foundation on certain. Now, this is a very short thing, so I'm going to rush through things, but I want to try to cover some information. That's what I'm working on tonight. But just put that on your calendar. Register for it. Show them that you're part of Day Trading Radio. and it's free, and it's a whole event. It's a whole money show. So there's other speakers and stuff. Check out the link to see who's who's on the schedule and there, and a lot of other stuff. So hope to see you there on Monday afternoon. Mark it down, save it, and then we'll get back to the markets now. Now tomorrow, again, looking for some downside. Again, that's really just a flip of a coin at this point in these markets. But yes, I'm looking for it not being factored in or not being priced in as much as what you would expect. Going back to the setup, been really stressing, like I said, finding a lot of new faces and new names in the chat room. So I get a lot of questions on these things. And at this point, no one starting to learn about some of the traders, if they're new traders, experienced traders, being able to direct them into certain trades that are, the ones you should watch versus the ones that are more risky. And just seeing the action over the last couple of days, it's been really good. We've been really having a lot of patience on the trading these. Today it worked out good with our bot. The bot was up on the day, and that was really pinpointing these divergences. So a shout out to the bot there. That's the Rock bot. But I want to go over those 3 trade setups. I'm working on those now. I might come back and just give you a little preview in a second. I'll pause this right now. All right, just a preview here. I just finished up doing my, even though my webinar is my 3 best setups, the real, the core of the webinar is going to be based on this divergence setup, because there's so much going into this, There's so much going into this. So I'm going through real fast the slides on the show here. I'm going to be discussing the criteria for your entries, the stochastics, how to set them up in each one of these. I've done this webinar before. It's my best one, and it really goes into a lot of detail on what are the best setups here. So I do have them listed here: the divergence, triple stochastic flag, the 20 EMA breakdown, channel line bounce, and oversold stochastics. These are my ones, but we're really going to focus on the divergence one and the goals in mind, and then really break down the divergence, how to identify it, really discuss it, how to identify all different types of divergences and how to profit from them, where you put your stops and stuff. It'll be very, it's really good. I'm not even going to probably get into the area of, you could go through this. I have this as a handout to Day Trading Radio members too. So again, it's 1 minute chart. So I'll probably be just discussing all these different scenarios on the divergence and giving people a real good review of the divergence setup and how you need to have this as one of your number 1 go-to trades to be successful in trading, really, and how to approach it in different things. All right. And these candlesticks to it is also great. All right, so that's going to be really good. I'm actually just finishing that. And if you watched it before, it's definitely always going to be live, so I'm going to be adding some stuff to it. And I appreciate it if you guys use that link in the description to register for this. And for those out there who have it, will be sent who register will get the presentation. All right. So that's it for that. And again, going into tomorrow, the market actually got a nice little pop here. I think we had some Asian news out around 8 o'clock. And we had a nice pop, and it's actually consolidating at the previous high. So market's actually still showing some good strength. But we'll see how we open up tomorrow at 8:30 when we get these job numbers in and what else comes out of this. All right, so I want to get that out. A short video. If we were looking at some best bets tomorrow, I like this NET on the gap down. I really do like the NET on the gap down. Boeing looks pretty good. If we rally back above 30 and starts to gain some ground on that, it's starting to look interesting, Boeing. There was some good volume in it today, and it's actually up a little after hours, just kind of drifting higher up until about 8 o'clock and closed on the highs. So those are 2 right there that I will be concentrated on. All right. So let's move on. I'll see you guys in the market tomorrow, Friday. Paul will be on the air, but we'll be trading. He's been doing good with the Bitcoin. He'll be talking about that all day tomorrow. All right. Have a good night.